Hello everyone, this is We Cook, and today we'll be cooking honey sriracha chicken, which is a easy family dish.
Deliciousness.
Yes, so you can alter the spice, so we'll probably be putting a little bit of sriracha in because these two are wusses with spice, whereas I'm not, so we'll find out, but it's really, really yummy and hope you enjoy. Alright, so what we're going to need is some chicken breasts, honey, sriracha, minced garlic, some soy sauce, sugar, corn flour or cornstarch depending on what country you're from. Always add a bit of salt. Going to need an oil. You preferably use vegetable oil, canola, especially in a wok, because olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, gets too smoky and can get a bit of a bitter taste. And you're going to need some cold water. Sesame seeds will also be used for the garnish at the end, and obviously we're going to be doing some rice. All right, so we're going to want to cut this chicken basically like dicing it. So straight down there, cut small little bits. It's like, yay big, should be right. This meal is very delicious. Just like this. This meal is not hard to make at all. And a sharp knife always helps. Also watch your fingers. Now I prefer to use chicken breasts, but you can use chicken thighs. I usually use chicken thighs in a curry where I'm stewing for a while, because chicken breast seems to dry out a bit too quick. Alright, so now we're going to make the sauce. So we're going to need 1 cup of water. We're also going to need 2 to 3 tablespoons of sriracha. So I might only add in maybe 1 tablespoon, just because I've got people with me who don't like spice. Alright, 1 tablespoon of sriracha. Next we're going to want to add 5 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Next up, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Let's rinse this real quick. Alright, nice and clean. Minced garlic. Then we're going to want to add a 1/4 cup of sugar. Quarter cup of sugar. Okay. Two to 3 tablespoons of honey. So honey. Just going to add 2 tablespoons of honey because it already seems pretty sweet. All right, and we're going to add in a little bit of salt. A bit of water in there. All right, so we're going to do the rice. So Chanel's going to show us how to do it.
Okay, I forgot what you said. Did you say 1 cup or 1.5
1.5 cup of rice.
One cup. Cats are fighting. I don't have a 1/2 cup. Oh, yes, we do. Yep. And then half.
Very good. Now we're going to take this
Yep.
to our sink, which is dirty, but then what you're going to do is roughly do the same amount of cups of water as rice.
See, I need to measure it again. One cup. Now I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I've done rice before, but don't I double it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1.5 cups. So that's the same amount of rice. So I could have just done 3 of these.
Best way to tell, only do this if you're doing it for your family, but you stick your thumb in, and if it's about up to your knuckle, we're good to go.
Hey, want to add another one?
No, we don't need any more.
Okay.
Chuck it in there. We also chuck some rice. You've always got to flavor your rice. There we go. And before we put the lid on, give it a little stir. I know people wash rice in that, but I don't really wash rice. I mean, you can if you want, but it shouldn't matter too much. And that is on. So now we're going to want to get our mixture that we made, pour it into a pot. All right. We want to turn on the pot so we get that bubbling. All right, so now we need to add butter. This way. All right. Now we're just going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. All right. I'm going to whisk together. Which we're then going to add to this sauce mixture. And what that's going to do is thicken up the sauce. I'm going to let that get to a boil, and then I'm going to chuck it down to simmer. Alright, so you're going to get it boiling just like that. I'm going to turn down the heat. So we just get a simmer. I'm going to slowly just stir that in. Because you want it to reduce and thicken a bit. Which it will anyway because of the cornstarch. You can already see from that honey and sugar it's starting to bubble and thicken. Right, we just chuck all the diced chicken into a Ziploc bag. and poured 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch into the bag and evenly coated out the chicken. Alright, I'm gonna let it sit there for just maybe 5-10 minutes. Cut. Alright, so now we're gonna season the wok. Seasoning, you just pour a bit of olive oil, or vegetable oil, sorry. Spin it around like this. Coat it.
And to keep your wife happy, make sure you've got those mats on the floor to catch all the oil.
It's not the proper way of seasoning, but hey, it's an easy way. Someone's been using a scourer to scour that. We'll let that heat up. Alright, so once the wok is smoking, we want to get our chicken. Just dump her all in. Like that. You sort of break it up. Break the pieces up. Okay. Want to sort of spread it out and make sure that the chicken cooks a bit before we chuck the sauce in. Alright, so when the chicken is pretty much ready, you want to add in the sauce.
How would I know when the chicken is ready?
How would you know when the chicken's ready?
Yeah.
Usually you can grab one piece of chicken, and if it's not pink in the middle, it's ready. Or you can use the thermometer. But yes, you want to turn the heat down below, like this. And then you're going to want to just pretty much, depending on what you're using, if you're using any Teflon, you don't want to use a metal spoon. So basically you want to sort of scratch up all the bits that sort of got caked onto the pan, because that is all flavour. But yes. Alright, so that was simmering for about 15-20 minutes and she is ready to go. So to dish up, we're going to get some rice. So the rice should be nice and fluffy if you followed my Shinoi's way. Alright, so roughly 3 scoops each one of basmati rice. So, just like that.
River, don't play with the lighter.
River.
No.
Stop.
No. Put it away, please. River, leave the candles. Leave the candles.
Here we have the finished product. All right, go ahead, try it. Tell me what you think.
I'm trying to smell these. Oh, it's hot. Get my lunch, sorry. Good. It smells like garlic.
I can really taste the soy sauce. It's not spicy though.
It's not spicy.
It is very spicy. No, no.